Good morning, students. We are going to continue with Charles' law. Let us see. We have already studied that Charles' law gives a relationship between volume and temperature of a gas. And we can write that at constant pressure, volume of gas is directly proportional to temperature of the gas, keeping the pressure constant at constant pressure. This is Charles' law. Now from this we derived an equation which is V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. This is called Charles equation. Now as we know that volume of a gas can become zero at a temperature of 0 Kelvin or absolute zero, though it is not possible to attain that temperature. So absolute zero is a temperature which is equal to 0 Kelvin or minus 273 degrees Celsius, and it is the temperature at which the volume of a gas will become zero. That is when we reduce the temperature to an extent where the temperature reaches minus 273 degrees Celsius. In that case, the volume of a gas becomes zero. Though it is not possible to attain this temperature, and practically we cannot reach a stage where the volume on reducing the temperature can become zero, because before it becomes zero, on decreasing the temperature of the gas may either be changed into liquid or into a solid, but no way it can become volume equal to zero. Now we know, using this formula, which is volume at any temperature is equal to volume at 0 degree Celsius plus T divided by 273. That is, using this we can calculate the new volume of a gas when the temperature of a gas increases or decreases. Now if you apply the temperature, or when you put the value of minus 273 degrees Celsius, here also it proves that the volume can become zero. For example, 273 plus, when you take temperature to minus 273 degrees Celsius, that is when the temperature has been reduced to minus 273 degrees Celsius, then in this case 273 minus 273 will become 0, and finally you can see that volume also becomes 0. So this also proves the same thing, that when we reduce the temperature, slowly the volume of the gas will also decrease, and on reaching to a temperature of minus 273 degrees Celsius, the volume will completely become 0. But once again I repeat, practically it is not possible to attain this stage where the volume of a gas can become 0. Our next topic will be gas equation. So let us see what it is. Now before coming to the gas equation, you should also know the significance of Charles' law. As we know, volume of a gas increases on increasing the temperature. This is the reason why hot air is filled in the balloon for meteorological purposes. It is hot air that is only filled in the balloon because hot air has got more temperature, that decreases the volume of the gas taken inside, which in turn decreases the density of the gas. So always it is the hot air that is filled in balloon for the meteorological purposes. Now coming to the gas equation. The gas equation. Gas equation gives the relationship between volume, temperature and pressure of the gas. Let us see how. We have already seen and we know that according to Boyle's law, volume of a given mass of dry gas is inversely proportional to its pressure at a constant temperature. Also we know, according to Charles' law, volume is directly proportional to its temperature, absolute temperature, and at constant pressure. Now combining these two, we can write volume is directly proportional to temperature and inversely proportional to pressure. Further we can write V is equal to K into T upon P, where K is a constant term. We are removing this proportionality and converting into an equality. So for that we are placing a constant term, and the constant here is K. So we can write, you can bring P and T to this side to get PV divided by T is equal to K, which is a constant. It is constant. Now we can write P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 divided by T2, and it is this equation that is called gas equation. It is called gas equation. I hope it is clear. You can see what I have done. I have established the relationship between pressure, volume and temperature using the two laws, that is Boyle's law and the Charles law. Let us now see standard temperature and pressure. In short, we call it STP. So what is this STP? Okay, so let us now come to standard temperature and pressure. Standard temperature and pressure. In short, we say STP, which is also normal temperature pressure. Now as we know that volume of a gas changes remarkably on changing the pressure and temperature of a gas, so it becomes necessary to choose a certain value of temperature and pressure to which volume of a gas can be referred. So in order to do that, this STP value has been taken where the temperature should be 273 Kelvin, that is at STP the temperature should be 273 Kelvin and pressure is 1 atm, that is 1 atmospheric pressure, which can also be written as 760 millimeter mercury. These are the two values at a standard temperature and pressure. In short, it is called STP. So in the next class, I'll show you in the numericals how to use this standard temperature and pressure, and also I'll show you few examples based on Charles equation. We can also try some problems based on the gas equation and how to use this STP while solving the numericals. So hope you have understood. Your homework will be to learn the three laws, the two laws, Charles law and Boyle's law, and also the gas equation, this STP, and I have also shown you few numericals based on Charles law. Please try to solve it out. Thank you.